Such a beautiful image. I love seeing black men and black women together. It is an amazing sight. It warms my heart and makes me feel good. It's the most natural thing, black love, but people still fight against it. People still push back against it, even our own people pushing back against it. The thing that I've come to understand, and I've probably said this before because there are many times that I will say certain things I've said before to hit home because I know people are watching, and there are some who are going to get what I say and some who won't. It is absolutely the most natural thing in the world for a black woman and a black man to be attracted to each other, to love each other, to have children with each other. It is unnatural to be looking outside your community for people that don't look like you to create people that don't look like you. Okay? It is also your choice, and I will never fault you for it, but I don't like it, and it's something I will never practice. Okay? With that being said, black men need to understand that you're not looking good right now as a whole. I'm including that as well because I'm a black man. You're not looking good right now. Nobody respects the black man. People look at black men as a laughing stock. You think white men are afraid of you, but white men are not afraid of you at all. On an individual basis, there are black men out here that will knock a white man out in a minute and show their masculinity. But black men are not respected. Black women are respected even less. And a lot of you black men and black women out there continue to make mistakes because you think you're doing the right thing. You somehow think by dating interracially, you're changing the world. You're not changing the world. We have black women here that will complain when a black man chooses a light-skinned black woman. The woman is not biracial. She's black. She just happens to be lighter. And black women still have a problem with that. You got black men out here who will actually be with dark-skinned women, and then there will still be a problem. Because some black women out here who are dark-skinned will say that black man chose her as his second choice. So let me get this straight. A black man who loves black women just happens to be in love with a light-skinned woman and marries her. Or a woman that looks like this complexion who's like golden brown skin, and black women have a problem with that. I just don't understand it. It's black love. I can understand when you get mad about black men being with biracial women because biracial women are created by two different types of people from different backgrounds. And the funny thing is that you'll complain about biracial people. I have no problem with them. Like I said, they didn't ask to be here. But you're creating biracial people when you get into these relationships with these white people. Black women are giving birth to biracial men and women of tomorrow by getting involved with these people who are not black. And black men equally are getting involved with white women and non-black women and creating biracial children as well. I'm not going to blame biracial children for being here. I know some of them will probably take offense to what I'm saying, but I'm not dragging them. I'm not even saying shit about them. Like I said, it's not their choice to be here on this earth. Their parents got together and created them, created the life that is them to live and exist on this planet. But when you have black people complaining about black men choosing biracial women, and then you have black women being jealous of biracial women, you who are complaining about the black man being with the non-black women that are having these biracial children, you are equally giving birth to biracial children yourself when you get involved with these white men or these non-black men. Black women can tell me all day, and I'll be getting to black men in a minute as well, because this is a equally critique on both black men and black women. But black women can tell you all day that they don't give a shit about black men's choices in mate, but then they'll sit on the internet and complain on their so-called safe spaces about how much they can't stand black men and how much white men are better and how much this white man or this non-black man treats them so much better than black men. As I said before, if you are done with black men, then be done with them. Keep them the fuck out of your mouths. Don't talk about them and live your so-called best life with these white men or non-black men that you so-called decided to choose because they are better and you've divested in black men, okay? Equally, I'm going to say, I'm not going to go to the black men yet. I got to say something else. Black women tend not to learn. There's certain things. Now, I love you women, but you have to be told about what the fuck you do wrong, just like black men have to be told what they do wrong as well. You will keep continuously going to these Asian nail salons and hair salons where they beat the brakes off your ass, and you'll go back to get more abuse. It's like being in a domestic violence relationship where you continuously get your ass beat by your husband, but you don't care because you love your husband so much, you're going to try to make it work even if it kills you. That can be said when you go to these hair salons, these nail salons, when these people treat you like shit and treat you less than human. They lock the doors, they beat your ass with sticks and whatever the fuck they can find that's in the shop. But even after getting your ass beat that bad by that owner of that nail salon and his workers, you will go in there a week later or a couple of days later or even hell, fucking the next day, like nothing happened, and spend your money there again after they beat your ass. Now tell me that makes sense. And if you do tell me that makes sense, then you are a fucking idiot. I don't understand why the sisters keep doing this to themselves. There are plenty of black women out here that have hair salons and nail salons of their own. You have friends that can do your hair. You have friends that do nails. You don't want to pay them, but you'll pay the Asian and Asian woman. I mean, it's the Asian man and the Asian woman to do your hair and your nails at a salon so you can get your ass beat. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. And black men, you know, we have an image to uphold as being strong, as being leaders, and there are some men that are putting the work in, there are other men that are not putting the work in at all, and it's pathetic to me to see that. White people, hell, the whole fucking world doesn't respect you. Our own women don't respect us. Even though some of them lie and say they do because they want to make us feel better, they don't fucking respect us. We're not out here doing a fucking thing. We're flaunting around, you know, our sexuality to these people as a straight man, okay? And then you've got the people that disrespect us and look at us a certain way. When you look at, you know, these images of black men in dresses now, you know, black men who are taken up for their sons who want to become daughters now, and that's acceptable. It's acceptable when a black man wants to be a sissy or wants to be weak or looked at as weak. But as soon as a black man wants to be looked at or wants to, you know, he wants to promote his masculinity, his strength, that's a problem. White man can be masculine all fucking day, but a black man, no, that can't happen. That's a problem for them. They don't like that. They enjoy making us the villains, but they don't see themselves as the villains when they're some of the biggest villains on this planet. It's easy to blame a black man for every fucking thing. And I'm not scapegoating and saying that we shouldn't take responsibility for what we've done when we do wrong. Of course we should, but what I see, they like to put a lot of blame on you to make you look bad and make themselves look like they're a catch or make themselves like they're the most innocent and law-abiding citizens in the world when they're absolutely not. And the one thing I can't stand about certain black men, not all, but most, that I have seen on the internet that talk shit anyway, not the good brothers out there. You got some of the most beautiful women in the world, dark skin, brown skin, light skin, that you could ever ask for. And some of you will overlook these females for non-black women. It makes absolutely no sense in this world that you hate yourself that much that you would want to destroy your DNA with somebody else's DNA. Because, as I said before, and you can call me a simp if you want to, I don't give a fuck, because calling somebody a simp at this point, you guys are simping for the wrong team anyway. You guys are simping for your non-black women. Black women are beautiful as fuck. I don't give a fuck if they're dark. I don't give a fuck if they're brown skin. I don't care if they're light skin. If you are a black woman and you are fucking gorgeous, I'm gonna fucking tell you that. We got some of the most beautiful women in the world, and you got brothers stepping over them to get to a white woman that will disrespect them in a heartbeat, that disrespect them in public right now. And for the black females out there, the dark-skinned ones and the brown and light-skinned who think that white men or non-black men are better and they're going to protect you, white men are only going to protect you from black men. And I'm talking about not physically, no. You can get the white man to protect you from a black man by the law. They'll put his ass in jail, lock him up. But when it comes to a white man doing something to you, raping you or treating you like shit, who's going to protect you then? Because he sure as hell ain't. But you got this shit in your mind where you think that the white man is God and he's your knight in shining armor and he's going to protect you from everything. And it's not true. They'll protect you from the black man in a minute because they want to separate us from each other. But when it comes to what they do to you, They're not going to protect you at all. If another white man does something to you, you think another white man is going to help him? I mean, is not going to help him try to get out of it at your expense? Of course he is. He's not going to put that man in jail for what he's done to you. He don't give a fuck about you. He gives a fuck about putting your ass in bed and having his way with you, but that's about it. And you got some of these black women here that will say, oh, these pro-wax. Pro-wax, huh? So it's wrong for a black man or a black woman to love themselves as black people and want to be race loyal to each other, because everybody else is race loyal. Even these white people that you love so much are race loyal to themselves when the time comes. But pro-wax, as you call them, are pathetic. See, the thing is that the black women who believe that and the black men that believe that pro-blacks or pro-wax, they're going to find out the hard fucking way. They're going to find out the hard fucking way when it's too late. I will continue to uphold this image because this is black love right here. This is natural. What you people are doing is unnatural. I don't know where your minds have gone, but they really did a number on you. Like I said in my other video about white supremacy, has done a number on black people. Black women continuously thinking that other men are better than their own men. Black men thinking that people respect them when they don't. Black women going to shops where they get their asses beat, go back for more abuse. Complaining about biracial women when they're creating biracial women when they go out with these non-black people. Black men doing the same. Black men putting non-black women on pedestals. Ladies and gentlemen of the black community, this is not normal behavior for anybody in the black community. This is abnormal behavior. Like I said, you can live your life any way you want because it's your life. I have no control over it. Only you do. But this is not shit that other people do. And then for some reason, we are the only fucking ones that show more hatred towards each other than we need to be showing pushback against the true enemy. They got you fucked up in the head right now. But they don't got me fucked up because I know where I belong. I know where my mind is at. It's on true black love and black unity and black community. Think about what I said. Because I'm not speaking hatred. I'm speaking reality. I'll talk to you next time.